events, and issues shaping our community. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
2/3 of our world is made of water. With some already here, why not explore what lies beneath by scuba diving? But there are some precautions before you explore the ocean blue. Pioneer diver Neal Watson joins us to share some safety tips as well as clear some common myths about diving. And thanks for joining us. What are some of the common mistakes divers do?
Well, you know, this is kind of the start of the diving season. Not that there is a diving season, you can dive year round, but a lot of divers in the winter will like put away their gear and they wait till summertime to go out and go diving. And unfortunately, a lot of times they will just put their gear on the boat, having not been diving for 5 or 6 months, get out on the boat, and there's two issues. One is a safety factor. You want to make sure that your gear is in good working order. So before you go out and make that first dive, you should take it into a dive shop, or at least put it together, get in a pool, test it, and make sure everything's working. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is you get out there on a boat and you're all psyched about your big dive trip, and you got your dive buddy with you, and you put everything together, and your mast strap breaks or your fin strap breaks, or just simple little things, a free-flowing regulator, and suddenly the whole dive is aborted because you didn't test your equipment. Okay. And even though diving it's kind of like that riding the bicycle, you know, you don't forget how to dive, but certainly you're not that comfortable with your equipment if you haven't been diving for 4 or 5 months. So it's wise to take your dive gear into a local dive shop, have them go through it, make sure it's working, and either get in a pool or go out with an instructor and just do a little refresher course and get comfortable in the water.
All right, Neal, we have your top 5 myths here, all right? And these are the ones that you're saying that people should know about. Number 1, which is kind of interesting, is you have to be in top physical condition to dive. That's what many people think.
Well, considering the average age of the certified diver is over 40, obviously you don't have to be in top physical condition.
Okay, number 2 on our list is learning to become a diver, and certified diver takes too long.
Actually, the instruction today has changed so much over the years. It used to be you had to go to classrooms a couple of nights a week and then pool sessions. Now you can actually take your entire classroom course online or get a DVD, study it at your own pleasure at home, and they put you in a pool a little bit, and then you go out and do some
Number 3 on your common myths is diving is complicated and difficult to learn.
It's not complicated, and it's certainly not difficult to learn. You can actually learn to. You can go to a dive shop or a resort and actually do an introductory scuba course. They can
very easily.
In 3 hours they can have you in the water diving. Doesn't certify you, but
Number 4, I have no one to dive with.
Well, you go out on any dive boat and they'll match up with a dive buddy, so that's not an issue either.
All right, and number 5, and the last one is it's too expensive.
Well, compared to other sports, it's really not. You can equip yourself with a full set of gear for under $2,000. But that's a one-time investment. I mean, your gear, if you take care of it, I'm diving with gear that's 12, 15 years old. So it's a long-term investment. And once you're certified and once you have your equipment, if you have a boat or if you have a friend with a boat, or in the case of South Florida where you have shore diving, for the cost of a tank fill, which is less than $10, you can go out and go scuba diving.
If you live in South Florida, there's another advantage here. This is the only place really in the continental United States you can just walk out into a living reef.
You know, actually very few people realize that this is the only place, South Florida, in the continental United States, where you can actually walk off of the beach and swim or snorkel or scuba dive out to the living reef. You can't do it anywhere else in the United States, and so few people take advantage of that. In addition to the reefs we have offshore, we have the most comprehensive artificial reef structure in the whole world.
All right. Follow the Comcast crew as we submerge into Facebook, see behind-the-scenes pictures and videos left on the cutting room floor. Become a fan of our Facebook page. I'm Spiro Canton. Thank you for watching.